So this hatch will be manually opened, and once doing so, flight surgeon Emil Menon will say hello and make sure that they're still doing all right, and then proceed to assist them with exiting the capsule.
And we see the hatch is now open. Hatch being opened at 12:59 p.m. Pacific. The hatch is open.
So right now they're going to put a piece of equipment in there that basically smooths out the edges and makes sure that it is a comfortable exit from the Dragon capsule. Just a little piece of structure there to ensure that the hatch will remain open and that any sharp edges around that side hatch are protected.
You're live in the CNN newsroom. I'm Ana Cabrera in New York. I'll pick up our coverage as we follow this breaking news. Mission to Earth complete. A short time ago, these NASA astronauts, Bob Behnken and Doug Hurley, they splash landed in this SpaceX Crew Dragon capsule just off the coast of Pensacola, Florida, and so they are back from the International Space Station. This trip marked the first crewed mission from U.S. soil in almost 10 years, and this is a big moment. Let's listen in. As we watch this, I want to bring in CNN Business Innovation and Space correspondent Rachel Crane in Los Angeles. Tom Sater is also with us live from the CNN Weather Center. And so, Rachel, this has been a moment we've all been watching for the past hour or so since they made that splashdown. And here we go. The capsule is open. They are so close from being back officially on American soil.
That's right, Ana. I mean, we've really been waiting for this moment since launch, I have to say. I mean, we've been, waiting for the past hour or so for them to exit the. But this is a moment that SpaceX, NASA, and space enthusiasts around the world have been waiting to, know that this space capsule was safe, that Bob and Doug were going to be reunited with their family, and that this mission was a success. Of course, that was contingent upon today's splashdown going off without a hitch, and it looks as though that's exactly what has happened right now. We're just waiting for Bob and Doug to exit the hatch. Now, what you're seeing right now on your screen, this is completely normal. The flight surgeon was expected to enter into the capsule to check on the condition of both Bob and Doug. They had stretchers. They were going to have stretchers have a hard time even with a land landing. And this is, they have to really truly have their sea legs here. Sometimes it's quite difficult. So we're all waiting for that thumbs up from Bob and Doug. Nobody more so than they're both have young sons and their wives, their families waiting to see them, and a big smile across their face, knowing that this mission has been a success and that they are safe.
Colossal splashdown in a very calm Gulf of Mexico, and these guys are, they're test pilots. They're tough, right? So I suspect, they're going to take their time, because everything we're seeing here, Ana, is part of a test regime. They're gathering data wherever they go. When there's a problem.
31st, I know you've been in contact with them while they've been
here. It uses that atmosphere to slow down, but it creates a ton of heat, 3,500 degrees Fahrenheit, which creates plasma, which essentially creates an electromagnetic shield and no data from the spaceship. So it's quite harrowing. But despite all of this, despite the fact that they were guinea pigs here, no crew had ever flown in Crew Dragon before. No crew had ever splashed down in Crew Dragon before. They were very calm about it, saying they had full confidence in the vehicle and in SpaceX and NASA's ability to pull this mission off. So, despite the fact that most people would be quite nervous about it, they said they weren't nervous at all. I think that's probably a result of both of them being veteran astronauts.
In the position to be off the capsule right now, and I just overheard the narrator here saying that they saw a thumbs up and they believe things are going well as far as this re-entry goes. Rachel, do you know what we're looking at right now on our screen?
Apologies, I didn't see that moment happen right there. I'm a little bit delayed. I'm working from home. It makes us exiting the vehicle, but we can expect shortly for the remaining astronaut, whether it's Bob or Doug, in the capsule to be following and to be exiting. And this is exactly what we expected for them to be exiting and using that stretcher. That's no indication that there is anything wrong here.
No.
As we were discussing before, after being in space for 2 months, it takes quite a toll on your body. And, they're not on firm land here. From history, this often happens with astronauts, that they need some assistance
dark
exiting,
where they at,
exiting the spaceship, Anna.
And Miles, what's going to happen with this capsule?
Capsule will be
Southern
refurbished,
scrap.
Anna. It is slated to fly first quarter of 2021 on the second official manned mission, piloted mission to the International Space Station by SpaceX. This is considered a test mission, the first official crew
And what we're seeing there on the right now is moments ago as the astronaut emerged from that capsule. Miles, describe what we see.
Well, they're moving a little slowly, and they're availing themselves of the stretcher ride from
I don't know
space
how much
all the way down to that
recording I
premise to
have.
the Gulf of Mexico.
I know I won't be able to
So,
see
they're
them.
they're fine. It's just
like they
again a
took them all
precaution.
out.
The worst thing you'd want to see is to have them stumble, take a fall, getting off. That would be bad form for everybody. And so
Come on and
that's
watch the
that's all
shovel
good. They'll
land.
be
We're gonna
checked
watch
out.
the
Make
shovel
sure
land.
they're hale and hearty. Hop on a helicopter, head to Naval Air Station Pensacola, where they'll pick up a NASA
Oh yeah, I
flight
see them do that every
to
night.
Houston to
in the
Ellington,
Gulf of
Air
Mexico,
Force Base, right near
right
the
there,
Johnson
they-
Space Center,
that-
where they will be
right there.
reunited with their families. And
I don't know
of course,
what time
famously, have
if
a
we would have
stuffed
been able to see it
dinosaur, Anna,
because
which they're two young boys. Each of them have a boy, and they
It
brought
gets
along
an
this
electric
dinosaur,
plasma.
Tremor,